And your elbows, that they are in line. And then look up again and close your eyes. Let your shin bones settle down. Press the center of your shin bones down. And then through the sense of touch, bring the mind in contact with your physical body. Be aware of your front ankles, the outer ankles. They want to be parallel towards each other. Your inner feet are extending from your heels towards your big toes. And then press your sitting bones down. The more you press them down, the more you can lift the whole of your trunk up. And let the crown of your head, let that face the ceiling. Ego, take your elbows a little bit higher, just a little bit. Press your palms together so that the pressure helps to expand your chest more. Then feel your front ribs. Resist them towards the back ribs. And the back ribs, they swell, they spread from the center out towards the side. And then they want to lift up. Have the sides of your neck long. Feel that they're extending towards the tip of your shoulders. Have the back of your head moving away from your shoulders and the skin of your buttocks dropping down towards the support. Then connect to your breath. Settle yourself. Use the inhalations to lift up. And when you exhale, release any tension in your face, in your head, shoulder blades, and up. Take your eyes back towards the back of your head. And then allow your eyes to drop down towards the center chest. Silently chant the 3 Oms, and then we do them together. Then keep your chest up, keep your sternum lifting. With your next exhalation, lower your head down towards your heart. But feel that your clavicles are still spreading. Bottom sternum lifting towards the top sternum. Then release your hands down. And with your eyes closed, raise your head. And stay there for a moment with your eyes closed. Feel your head, your chest, your pelvis, all on one and the same line. Feel your armpits away from your hips and the tip of your shoulders, move them back. And then be aware of your own existence in this present moment. Free from the past and free from the future. Feel the front ribs resisting towards the back ribs. And the back ribs, they're spreading from the center out and they want to lift a little bit. And then very gently open your eyes. Upsala, there are two more waiting. Okay, good. And then just stay seated in Virasana. And then interlock your fingers. Turn your palms up. And then bring your hands first onto the back of your head. Ciao Morena, hi Ula. We are sitting in Virasana. Have your legs back. And then be careful that you're not dropping your head forward. Take your head back so that the crown of your head is facing the ceiling. And then see, Heather, can you take your elbows a little bit further back so that you can feel your shoulder blades moving into the body. Then observe your front ribs. They tend to stick out. Let them move back towards the back ribs. And then keep your shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, extend your arms up. Keep your thumbs touching and extend your arms up. And then try not to have this cup shape in your hand. So really expand your palms from the center out towards the sides. Just going back on my mat. Press your shin bones down. Top of your feet, press them down. And then through your arms, extend up and extend the sides of your trunk up. Feel that your arms are equidistant from your ears. From the inner knees, draw back towards your inner groins. The top of your thighs, let them drop down, and your hip bones, lift them up. Then exhale, take your arms down, change the interlock of your fingers. Again, first touch your thumbs, turn your hands and then place them onto the back of your head. And when I do this, I always take my head forward, I don't know why, so I take my head back again and then spread your elbows, spread them first away from each other and then take them back. Shin bones down, draw from your inner knees back towards your inner groins. The outer hips are compact. Then keep your shoulders down and with your next exhalation, extend your arms up. And then see, can you spread the center of your palm so that the base of your thumbs is moving up, and the little finger side is coming a little bit more down towards your head. Squeeze your elbows. And then again, your shin bones down, spread the soles of your feet from your big toe towards the little toe. Feel the front ribs, feel the back ribs, and then lift your arms up. So you're not only extending the sides of your chest, trunk, you're extending as well your chest away from the floor. And then exhale, come back down, release your hands. And then we're going straight into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Place your hands down, not under your shoulders, one hand in front of your shoulder. And then see that you're really pressing down your center palm. Then tuck your toes under. Spread your navel bend. Inhale, exhale, come up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Then release the back of your head. Have your head neutral. Have your ears in line with your shoulders. Don't drag your head down. Don't lift your head. And extend wide. Open your body. Pull well your kneecaps up. And rush in just a tiny bit. Bring your hands forward, just a tiny bit. Then we have the cat. And Stefania, lock your elbows, lock your elbows. The back of your head is releasing down and your trapezius muscles are moving up towards your hips. Then lift your kneecaps, your thigh muscles, lift them up. The root of your thighs, press them back. Bend your legs, join your big toes, and first see, can you sit back onto your heels and have your knees wide. We're going to do forward virasana. Have your knees wide, shin bones down, and really sit onto your buttocks. Then bring your fingertips, only your fingertips, bring them onto the floor, and then keep your buttocks down, anchor your buttocks down. Before you extend, you have to have a foundation. A compactness is your hips here now. Your outer hips are drawing one towards each other and then they're staying down your buttocks. And from there, extend forward. Be on your fingertips first. Extend forward as much as you can. Look towards your hands as well. So you lengthen the front of your spine. Then put your ears in line with your shoulders first. The back of your head extending away from your shoulders. And then see, can you walk a little bit more forward, and then you place your palms down. And remember that it's more important to keep your buttocks down than to bring your head down and then lift your buttocks. Keep your arms straight, Trine. And when you inhale, extend the front of your spine. And when you exhale, the back of your spine. Feel the spine nice and long. Feel your navel bend. Take it up to the spine, Lisa. Take it up. Take your navel up to the spine. And then spread. Then keep the length of your spine. Come up. First be on your knees. Look at your hands. Your forearms, they have to turn from outside in. They resist towards each other. But the upper arms, they have to turn from inside out. See if you can keep this, compact your shoulders, and then tuck your toes under. Exhale again, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hands are pushing down to extend the whole of your spine up. And see if you can keep the same length in the front of your body like when you've done Adho Mukha Virasana. Keep breathing, keep your breath quiet. So your mind stays quiet as well. Then walk your feet forward, have your feet hip width, and have your hands under your shoulders. So don't collapse your trunk. Look up. See, can you lift your hip bones? Can you lift them away from the floor and then towards your chest? Pull your kneecaps up, your thigh muscles up. Press your feet down, the inner feet, the outer feet. onto your elbows and move down for Uttanasana. And remember, your elbows, they should go straight to the floor. The outer knees, they have to move back towards the wall behind you. And the inner knees, they lift up. Take your elbows, Katya, a little bit away from your legs. And Ulla, take your buttocks forward. See if you can have your weight distributed onto the arches of your feet. Then change the fold of your arms. Thighs are moving back, the abdomen is moving back from the thighs, so no part of your abdomen should touch your thighs. And then place your hands onto your hips, look along the floor, press your big toes down, inhale, come up, come all the way up, look up towards the ceiling. Hit your thighs back and then look straight in front of you and release your legs. And now we're going to do Supta Tadasana, and I want you to have your belt nearby and as well your bricks. First, we're lying down with bent legs. First you bend your legs, and then remember always to extend the back of your head with your hands. It's really gross movement. Extend the back of your head away. Then you lift your hips and extend the skin of your buttocks, the flesh of your buttocks away. Then all of you hold on to the sides of your mat so you can as well feel that you're in the center of your mat. And then extend your legs forward and have your big toes touching, feet together, spread your toes, hold on tight onto the sides of your mat first. Keep your feet together, the little toe side is coming back towards your hips. Your outer hips are compact. The front of your thighs are resisting towards the floor. And your hip bones are lifting up. Then release your hands and extend your hands towards your legs and have only the little finger touching. Like if you were doing Supta Tadasana, standing up. Extend your arms towards your feet, so your shoulders are moving down. Dorsal spine well in. And then just look up towards the ceiling. The front of your thighs are rolling from outside in. Then the groins are moving down towards the floor, and then they're hitting one away from each other. The left one is moving to the left, and the right groin is moving towards the right. So there's another cat, Stefania. And then from the back of your thighs, you have to turn from inside out. Keep your legs as they are. Take your arms up in Urdhva Hastasana, halfway to the ceiling first. And then let your upper arms drop into the sockets. And then feel when they drop into the sockets, how the bottom sternum lifts towards the top sternum and how your shoulder blades are moving in as well. Then imagine a weight onto your thighs. Exhale, take your arms all the way over. Let the thumbs touch, the index finger maybe touch as well. And extend your arms away from your shoulders. Inhale, extend the heels away from your buttocks. Exhale, extend your arms away. Quieten your abdomen. Observe your lower ribs. Let them resist towards the back. And spread the soles of your feet. And keep the left left heel extending away, bend your right leg towards you and with your hands go and hold on to the shin bone. But make sure that your leg is not coming to the center, the knees moving towards the right shoulder. And the left groin, don't let it puff up, let it move down towards the floor and then towards the left. When you inhale, press the right leg down and towards you. And when you exhale, extend the left heel further away. Then with your next exhalation, take your arms back, take the leg back in Supta Tadasana. Spread your lower ribs, let them drop down so that the abdomen stays quiet. You can feel that the right leg has become longer. Extend well the right heel. Exhale, bend the left leg towards you. Hold on to your shin. If you have any knee troubles, hold on to your thigh. And then make sure that the knee is not coming towards the right. Keep the knee towards the left shoulder. You inhale, press the leg down so that the left side of your buttock is spreading. Then the right groin is moving down and towards the right. So you keep your right side of the abdomen broad as well. And then exhale, take the leg back and the arms back. And then take your arms forward. Now separate your legs as the width of your hips so that the outer feet, the outer ankle bones are in line with your outer hips. Then catch your belt. We're going to do Supta Padangusthasana 1, but not more than 90 degrees. First 90 degrees or less, just to feel the expansion of the abdomen, of the pelvis. So lift your right leg up, put the belt around the half moon of the foot, and keep your arms straight and keep the leg to 90 degrees. Not more, 90 degrees or less. So that you can feel your abdomen. You're not squeezing the lower part of your abdomen. You're extending the left heel away. The left groin is moving down and the left inner thigh is moving towards the outer thigh. So it's pushing towards the outer thigh. When you inhale, lift bottom sternum to top sternum. And when you exhale, push your right thigh away. Feel that your pubic, your navel, your diaphragm, sternum, your face, they're all on one and the same line. Open well the back of your right thigh, the back of your right knee, and the back of your right calf. And then take your left leg into the belt, again 90 degrees or less, not more, and extend your right leg along the floor. So I want you to feel the space in your abdomen first. And then the outer right ankle bone is in line with your right outer hip. Open well, Stefania, the back of your knee. And you as well, Jane. Extend the calf from the knee up towards the heel. When you inhale, lift your sternum. Exhale, push your left thigh away. And feel the length and the size of your trunk. And then exhale, take the leg up. And then take both legs down again into Supta Tadasana, but have your feet wide. Have your feet wide so you have more space in your pelvic floor. And resist the inner thighs away from each other. Then let the belt stay there for a moment. Take your arms up, interlock your fingers. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling, and then you can see your thumbs touching, the little fingers are touching. Spread the palms, don't have a cup shape here. From the center, spread in all directions. Shoulders down, thighs are pressing down, sacrum is extending towards your heels, and then take your arms over your head. Keep your eyes open. Inhale, spread your abdomen, your diaphragm, the back ribs, spread them. And when you exhale, extend your palms in one direction and your feet into the opposite direction. Your groins, let them drop down and then let them move away from each other. Take your arms back up, change the interlock. Turn your palms up again, shoulders down. Let your upper arms drop down. Let's really feel that your shoulders are touching the floor. And then inhale, thighs down, exhale, take your arms open. And then take your arms back up, release your hands. We're going to do again Supta Padangusthasana 1. This time, if you can reach your foot with your hands, then you can hold onto your big toes or to your outer foot. Otherwise, you make a little loop. Take your leg up. And then, before I forget, the brick has to go right next to your right hip. Because we're going to do Supta Padangusthasana 2 in a second as well. So, or you hold with both hands onto your foot, or you hold the loop. First, Supta Padangusthasana 1. Then the left thigh, the inner left thigh resisted towards the right. The right thigh resisted away from your face. And see if you can take your foot a little bit more towards your clavicle, more towards your face. And stay there. Open well the back of your leg. Left groin down, the inner thighs resisting towards the outer thigh so that that part of your abdomen, the left side of your abdomen stays broad. Then hold the belt only with your right hand or your foot and take your leg out towards the right. Don't bend your elbow. Have your arms straight, have your legs straight. Left arm, if you have the space, take the left arm out to the side and then look up towards the ceiling. First the bottom leg, the left groin has to move down, then you extend towards the inner heel, and then the inner thigh has to resist towards the outer thigh. Then the right thigh is resting onto your brick, and the brick is pushing the outer thigh up, so you should feel more your inner right thigh. The head is still in the center of your shoulders. Yes, take the arm a little bit higher, the left arm, Katja, for you. And the left heel extended more away from you, Katja. The inner left knee has to drop down. All the four corners of the knee, they have to look up towards the ceiling. And the four front corners of your knees are resisting towards the back corners of the knees. And the four back corners of the knees are resisting forward. They're resisting towards each other. Feel the support there of the brick. And then the right shoulder blade, press it into the body. And the left shoulder blade, move it a little bit away from your spine. So you can do this by extending the arm, or if your elbow is bent, you can extend your elbow a little bit more towards the left. And both feet, they have to spread from the big toes towards the little toes. And then feel your pubic, your navel, your sternum all on one and the same line. Then take your leg up again, take it down. Take the brick towards your left side. But first we're going to do Supta Padangusthasana 1. Have your feet apart, have your feet hip width. Bend your left leg. Hold onto your foot, onto your belt. And first straighten the leg up. And then feel your right leg. The thigh has to move down. The groin has to move down. And the right heel is extending away. The left thigh has to move away from your face. Your left armpit, move it away from your left hip. Open well the back of your leg. Then hold both balls with your left hand or your foot. See that your toes are in line with your clavicles. And then exhale, take the leg towards the left and let it rest. The outer thigh, let it rest onto the brick. The right arm, take it out to the side. And be careful of your head, don't tilt, have it in the center and make your head heavy. Then take your left shoulder blade well into the body and the right shoulder blade away from your spine. The right thigh now, the inner thigh is moving towards the outer thigh so that the right side of your abdomen stays broad. And breathe. Both feet have to spread from the big toes towards the little toes. And notice if there's a big difference, one side and the other. Exhale, come back up and take the leg into Supta Tadasana. Extend the arms along the sides of your trunk. It's like when you do Supta Tadasana, the tip of your shoulders, move them down. The dorsal spine is moving in, bottom sternum to top sternum. Extend the back of your head. And then just notice all the points touching the floor. Your heels, your buttocks, your shoulders, the back of your head. Take a quick picture and then bend your legs and then turn to one side and then come up standing. Come up standing, have your two bricks high first in front of you. And again, have your feet hip width first. Extend your arms. And then recall all the points which were touching the floor a second ago. The heels, your buttocks, your shoulders, the back of your head. The back of your head was extending up towards the ceiling. The front thighs, they have to resist back. And your calves, they have to resist down. The little finger was touching the floor as well, so take your little fingers back. Then inhale, exhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Keep your inner thighs moving away from each other. Exhale, come down for Uttanasana, and first bring your bricks as high as they are. Bring them under your shoulders. And then look along the floor. Spread your toes. From the little toes, extend towards your outer heels. And then the outer knees, take them back. Inner knees, lift them up. And your hip bones, take them a little bit into the body and then forward towards your chest. Then take your bricks wide, take your bricks out to the side. Keep your navel bend, spreading. Pull your knees up, your thigh muscles up, and then come down with your navel bend, spreading. And then you can let go of your bricks. If you reach the floor, keep your hands onto the floor, keep them onto the brick, and release your head. But feel your navel bend, spread. And then you have to come a little bit forward with your weight. Have your weight onto the arches of your feet so that you can feel you're spreading the back of your thighs. And then if you reach the floor with your hands, walk your hands back behind your feet. Have your fingertips pointing forward and walk your hands back. If you have your bricks, you can walk with the bricks, the hands back. And release the back of your head. And stay there and breathe. Do not close your eyes. Good. Lift your kneecaps, Trina. Lift your kneecaps well up. Yeah, well done. Release the back of your head more on you. And look forward. Walk your hands forward with the bricks. Put your hands onto your hips and then come up. And then we do once more, but have your feet together. Have your feet together now. But still try to hit the inner thighs away from each other so that you have the space here in your lower abdomen. Extend your arms down. And in Tadasana, you have to weigh your heels down. Lift your hip bones up, lift your chest away from the floor. Inhale, raise your arms. And when you exhale, you come forward, but try not to push your buttocks back. So come forward, come all the way forward. Use the bricks if you need to, but you can go straight to the pose. And release your head. And walk your hands, even with the bricks, if you have your bricks under your hands, walk them back. So you feel more roundness in the top of your shoulders, top of your back. Pull your kneecaps up, your thigh muscles up, the inner thighs are lifting up so that your hips are coming more towards the head side. And then look along the floor, put your hands onto your hips, press your big toes, inhale and come up. Look up towards the ceiling and then look straight ahead and release your arms. Now we're going to sit in Dandasana and then we're going to do Paschimottanasana. But first I want you to sit in Dandasana with your feet together first and have your hands beside you. And then look forward. And feel that your sacrum has to push in. The back of your chest is pushing in so that the dorsal spine is long and moving in. The back of your head is extending up towards the ceiling so that your chin is coming slightly in. And then your thighs, press your thighs down. Spread the soles of your feet. Big toes, extend them forward, and the little toe side, retract them back towards your outer hips, and then squeeze your outer hips. And lift your armpits away from your hips. Feel your hip bones, they're not collapsing to your thighs, they're moving up towards your chest. Then release. And now spread your legs as wide as your hips so that the outer ankle bones are in line with your outer hips. We're going to do Paschimottanasana, so have something for your head. And have the feeling that someone or that I'm standing behind you and pushing my foot into your sacrum. Spread your toes. Again, inhale, raise your arms up. And do not allow your thighs to become light. more, Lisa, bottom sternum to top sternum, so you can really feel your chest is moving away from your hips. Then your inner thighs, hip them away from each other. Come forward, hold on to your feet. If you don't reach your feet, you can hold on to the belt. Keep your arms straight, all of you, keep your arms straight. Keep your ears in line with your shoulders and just look straight ahead. Retract the upper arms back into their sockets. The humerus bones, take them back into their sockets. Feel the front of your thighs. Don't let them become light. Bottom sternum to top sternum lift. And then if you can, you bend your elbows out to the side. The navel then stays broad. You extend forward. And then you come down, rest your head on something, on a brick, on two brick, your forehead. Doesn't matter where you rest it, but rest it on something. Have your elbows moving away from each other so that you're spreading not only your clavicles, but you're spreading as well your shoulder blades. Yes, well done, Ivo. Good. Have your elbows a little bit higher, Ulla. And then keep breathing. When you inhale here as well, you want to lift the front of your body. And when you exhale, the back of your body. Spread the top of your shoulder from the seventh cervical out towards the side. Very gently raise your head, come back up. Stay seated where you are. We're just going to do Janu Shirshasana, just turn towards you. So bend you can stay where you are. Bend your right leg for Janu Shirshasana and take it out to the side. Then the left leg, take it a little bit towards the left as well, so that the outer ankle bone again is in line with your outer hip. And then if you can, see, can you take your knee, your right knee, a little bit more back. And then just sit upright. We're not coming forward. Just sit upright. Put your right hand against the knee. Turn your ribs forward. Have your ears in line with your shoulders. And imagine someone pulling you from the crown of your head up. And extend your right thigh towards the knee. Take your head back, Trina, a little bit. Take your head back so that the crown of your head is facing the ceiling. And resist your right thigh back. And the left inner thigh resisted towards the outer thigh. Extend the left calf forward and then spread the sole of your left foot from the big toe towards the little toe. And take your arms forward for Urdhva Hastasana. Suck the head of your humerus bones back and then raise your arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Only look straight ahead. Turn your right ribs forward. Lift from your pubic. Lift up towards your navel. And extend your arms up. And then exhale. Release your arms. Release the leg. Go back into Dandasana. And then bend your left leg. Bend it out to the side. If your knee is very high, you need to sit on a support. And then see, can you take the knee a little bit further back? Then put your left hand there first, and then sit upright. Sit upright, lift bottom sternum to top sternum, lift your pubic up towards your navel, and then turn your left ribs forward. Your left thigh is turning from inside out. But your left ribs are coming forward. It's a little bit like when we do Trikonasana, it's the same. The thighs extending towards the knee, and then you lift pubic to navel to diaphragm. the inner thigh is resisting towards the outer thigh. And then again, raise your arms up for Urdhva Hastasana. Take them a bit closer, Anika, your hands. Imagine that you have a brick in your hands. So the left thigh is resisting towards the knee and your left ribs are resisting forward towards the right foot. And breathe. Don't let your right thigh become light. Push it down and the inner thigh is resisted towards the outer thigh. And then exhale, come down, release your legs. And now you have to turn towards me for Upavista Konasana. So you sit with your legs nice and wide as you can. And have your hands first behind you. And let your inner knees move down, the outer knees move down. Take the head back a little bit, ego. And then the back of your head, extend it up, all of you, and your shoulders. They have to move first back and then down. Your shoulder blades in and down. A little bit more, spread your clavicles, Lisa. And then take again your right leg and just place it in Baddha Konasana. Just place it in Baddha Konasana. See if you can take your hands back again and then see if you can extend your thigh towards the knee so you're opening your groin a little bit more. But don't lose the other foot. You have to be on the center of the heel. From your left groin, you move down and then you extend towards the inner heel. And lift up, pubic, navel, diaphragm, clavicle spreading. Keep your left thigh down. See if you can take your arms out to the thigh. The left thigh becomes slight, but see if you can press it down. Turn your palms, take them back, and then once more, raise your arms. Interlock your thumbs and lift up. But imagine me behind you pushing my foot into your sacrum. So you're not sinking into your sacrum. Can you extend your right thigh towards the knee and lift up? Don't drop your abdomen. Pubic to navel, lift. Crown of your head as well is lifting. Just change the interlock of your thumbs and keep extending up. And I can feel my right knee wants to lift, so I really have to extend the thigh down and then towards the knee. So allow gravity to do the work. Gravity is pushing your right thigh down and as well the left thigh. And your hip bones, lift them up. And then release. Extend the leg back into Upavista Konasana. And you can already feel your groins a little bit more open. And then you bend the other leg, the left leg in Baddha Konasana. And keep the thigh down. Keep your hands back first. And then lift pubic to navel to diaphragm. Your armpits, lift them up. Spread your clavicles. More, Jane, more. Lift bottom sternum to top sternum. And press all the points which are in contact with the floor. Press them down. Raise your arms up. Turn your palms. First take your arms back. Head back. Then take your arms up and interlock your thumbs so that your shoulders are compact as well. But then your fingernails, you have to extend them up towards the ceiling. Press your right thigh down. Extend your left thigh towards the knee. Then feel your back ribs. You have to spread them and then they want to lift up. Change the interlock of your thumbs and keep extending up. Pull the right thigh up towards your hip and above the knee. Press down and below the knee. Press down towards the floor. And then exhale, release your arms, extend your legs back into Upavista Konasana. Then you can release a moment because now I want you to have your bricks And I want you, we're going to repeat Upavista Konasana. You can feel your groins already here, but I want you to put your heels onto a brick. So these are very low, these bricks. I could take them higher, but you just do Upavista Konasana and you have your heels onto your bricks. And then the hands behind you. And make sure that your pelvic floor really is facing the floor. And the crown of your head is facing the ceiling. Because we tend to push the pelvic floor forward. So if you need to sit on a little bit of blanket, spread wide your clavicles, Maria. Lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Pull your kneecaps up, your thigh muscles up. And spread the soles of your feet. Push your sacrum forward steadily, all of you. Push your sacrum well forward, the back of your shoulders back forward. And with your next exhalation, turn towards your right. And take your right shoulder back, back, back. Do not let your calf drop towards the floor. The calves, they have to resist towards your shin bones, and then they move towards your heels. Lift the left side of your armpit up and turn more. Shoulder blades in, trapezius muscle down. If you can, turn your head as well to look over your right shoulder. Then come back to the center. Lift up. Make sure that the pelvic floor is looking down. I am not looking towards me. And then turn towards the left. Lift your right armpit, chest up and turn. Take the left arm as far back as you can. Bottom sternum to top sternum lift. Draw your kneecaps full up, thigh muscles up and turn. If you can, turn your head as well. And then exhale, come back forward, release your legs off the bricks, just close your legs for a moment. So feel your groins nicely open, but keep your grip because you're going to do Upavista forward. So then again, spread your legs. And if you're not sitting on a blanket, then you shouldn't have any space here under your legs. If you're sitting on a blanket, of course you have a little bit more space. Extend well from your groins towards your inner heels and from your outer heels back. Then place your hands onto your thighs. Lift well, bottom sternum to top sternum. Come forward, look forward. See if you can hold onto your big toes and then stay up like this. Clavicles spreading, your trapezius muscles are moving down. Don't allow your thighs to roll in. The knees have to look up towards the ceiling. Press your thighs down. Lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Imagine me pushing your sacrum forward, the back of your chest forward. And then when you exhale, see if you can come further down. Place your forehead onto the brick, or onto the floor, onto the brick, whatever you have there. Keep your arms straight. If you have long arms, you can bend your elbows a little bit. And stay there. From the back of your waist, stay there. From the back of your waist, you extend the skin down towards your buttocks. And from the back of your waist, you extend the skin up. So it moves in two directions. Oh, yes, beautiful. Stefi, ti fa male il ginocchio? Non allargare tanto le gambe. Chi è quell'uomo lì nella tua casa? Poi mi dici. Very gently look up again. Come up and close your legs. Good. Now I want you to turn around so I can see you from the side. We are going to do Paripunanavasana. So, but we start first in Dandasana. So feel your groins nice now. Feel them moving down. Sit in Dandasana first. Let the crown of your head face the ceiling. Spread the soles of your feet. The little toe side has to come back towards your outer hips. And then you have to grip your outer hips. Your armpits are moving away from your hips. And the back of your head up so that the base of your throat is soft. Then bend your legs. Hold onto your thighs first. And imagine this push in your sacrum, my foot in your sacrum. And then lift only your feet away. Just come in equilibrium. And then the sacrum, push your sacrum forward, the back of your chest, push it forward. Your ears are in line with your shoulders. If this is your maximum, you stay like this. Otherwise, try to extend your legs up and spread the soles of your feet. Sacrum in, dorsal spine in. If this is your maximum, then you stay there. Otherwise, see if you can extend your arms parallel towards the floor. Come down, and then we do once more. I want to have a look. So bend first the legs towards you, and then come into equilibrium. Lift your heels, stay there for a moment. Take your head back, Igor, take your head back. Good. Then see, can you extend your legs up? Yes, take your head a little bit back, Lisa. Well done. Oh, beautiful, Trina. More Mary, go, Maria. Extend. And then extend your arms. Parallel, if you can. If you cannot extend your arms, keep them where they are. Ecco, bene, Donatello. And keep breathing. Imagine me putting a foot under your sacrum and pushing your sacrum forward. And exhale and release. And then we're going to do Trianga Mukha Eka Paschimottanasana. So you sit, we sit in Virasana as we start in the beginning. Sit on whatever height you need. First you sit in Virasana. So again, give me a side view so that I can see you better. So you sit in Virasana and put your hands onto your feet. And then with your fingers, push the little toe nail, push it down. And then if you've got long arms, Donatella, then take your elbows, bend them and take them back. And look straight ahead. Feel your groins. Done a lot of work on the groins. So let the groins drop down, the top of your thighs drop down, your hip bones, lift them up. And your chest, lift your chest away from the floor, away from your hips. Then release your hands and take your right leg into Marichasana. Take your right leg into Marichasana and then hold onto your foot. If you cannot reach your foot, put a belt around there. And then again, first come into equilibrium like you've just done. But look straight ahead. Spread your clavicles, press your left shin bone down, lift bottom sternum to top sternum, and then exhale, extend the leg. And be careful, don't let the heel go towards the center. The outer ankle bone is in line with your outer hip. And lift up. Ears in line with your shoulders. The sides of your neck are long. And press your left sitting bone down. The left inner thigh resisted towards the outer thigh. And lift pubic to navel to diaphragm. Lift up. And then release the leg down. Take it into Virasana. Sit high enough, and Steffi, if you have knee problems, just sit high enough. You can sit on 2 bricks. Release the left leg. And then hold on to your foot, because when we do this, then we push the chest back. So hold on to your foot, lift the foot, and then push the chest forward. The back of your chest forward, lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Press the right shin bone down. Inhale, exhale. See, can you lift the leg? And take the heel towards the leg. Open well, like we've done at the beginning, and Supta Padangusthasana, the back of your leg. Pubic navel lift up, so you're not dropping your internal organs of your abdomen, and to lift and to move back. Release the leg, come back into Virasana. We're going to do once more and try now to bring the leg closer. So once more, Stefania, if it's too much of a pain, just keep the other leg straight, don't bend it. So take your right leg up, hold onto your foot, and then raise the leg up again. And open well, the back of your knee, the back of your thigh, and don't have your foot crossing over the middle line. Inhale, lift up your chest, and when you exhale, see if you can bring your leg and your trunk closer towards each other. You can hold onto your heel, and then see if your forehead can touch your shin. And the big toe, keep it extending away. And then release. Take the leg down, take it back into Virasana. And then bend your left leg. Hold onto your foot, raise the leg up first. And then if this is your maximum, then you just stay there. Yes, with the belt is fine. Lift your sternum, Roshan, bottom sternum to top sternum. Well done. Imagine my foot in your sacrum. And then if you can, you inhale, exhale, bend your elbows, take your trunk. More. Tieni il tallone, Donatella. Take your trunk and your leg, let them come towards each other. And release your head. Okay. And then exhale, come back down. Stand both legs forward. Do once Adho Mukha Svanasana. Do once Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stand your legs. Open the back of your legs. Open the whole of your spine. And then see, can you move your heels down? Even if you have to walk forward, see if you can move your heels down. And then once your heels are down, lift your toes. See, can you lift your toes off the floor so you can feel your thighs moving back more. Doesn't matter if you have to walk in. And then walk your hands back and your feet together. If you reach the floor, have your feet together. If you don't reach the floor, have your feet apart. And once more, Uttanasana. Have the weight onto the arches of your feet, the outer ankle bones. Let them resist one towards the other. And look along the floor, place your hands onto your hips, and then calm. And now we're going to do Pravarita, Bhagattanasana with the bricks. If you reach the floor, you don't need the bricks, but just in case, have them in front of you. And then stand in the middle of your mat. Extend your arms down for Tadasana. Remember when you were lying down, your little fingers were touching the floor as well. So take everything, take it back. Really weigh your heels down, your calves extending towards your heels. Your armpits are lifting up. Then spread your arms, take your hands forward, bend and then jump or step your legs apart. And then look at your feet. Bring your feet back towards the back of your mat. Then put your hands onto your hips. Resist your thighs back. Again, your calves, let them extend toward. Put your hands down, Lisa. Let your calves extend towards your heels. Let your elbows move back. The back of your arms, your triceps are moving towards your elbows. The front thighs are resisting back, the inner thighs are resisting one away from each other, but your sacrum bend is resisting forward. Lift your head, look up, exhale, calm down, put your hands onto the floor, onto the bricks, probably Ulla, you can put them onto the floor as well, but just have them underneath your shoulders and look along the floor first, like when we did Ardha Uttanasana. The front thighs, you have to lift them up, you have to push them back so that you can feel you're opening the back of your thighs from inside out. Then take your palms in line with your feet and the whole of your palms have to press onto the floor or onto the brick. Maybe you have to take the brick higher, but the whole palm is pressing down. Look forward first. Spread your toes. The inner ankle bones, they want to resist back. Your outer ankle bones, they want to resist back. Your knees are looking towards me, but then they're moving away from each other. Then, if you can, bend your elbows back and release your trunk down. Then look at your forearms. They have to be parallel towards each other. And then lift your inner thighs up, and like we've done, away from each other. The left inner thigh towards the left, the right inner thigh towards the right. Resist them away from each other. Good. Lift your kneecaps, ego. Come down, Donatella. You can come all the way down. Bring your outer elbows in. Well done, Ola. But spread your navel bend, all of you. The navel bend has to spread and has to move back towards the spine. Keep breathing. Feel the weight onto your feet. And make sure it's the same on both sides. So that you can extend your legs evenly up. And look forward. Bring your hands forward. With your bricks, if you have the bricks, then you join your heels, join your feet, join your heels, join your feet, and come up. And now I want us all to do Setu Bandha, but you need a belt. We're going to do Setu Bandha, then we're walking the legs to the right and to the left. And the belt is as wide as your armpit chest, more or less. And it's on the, I show you, it's on your thighs, on the middle of your thighs, to keep your thighs parallel. Even a little bit broader if you have more flesh, like I have. And then you just, do Setu Bandha, have your break, lift your hips up. But first we're staying 2 minutes in Setu Bandha. Lift your hips up and stick your grip under your sacrum and more towards your tailbone to widen a little bit my back. And then make sure that your heels are pointing straight back and your toes are pointing straight forward. But I come and have a look. And then do not collapse onto your shoulders. You have to really roll your shoulders down, extend your arms towards your feet, turn your heels out, Igor. Yes, good. Well done, Heather. But extend your arms more towards your feet, all of you. Ulla as well. Extend your arms well towards your feet so that you can feel your shoulder blades are moving into the body. And then for a moment, close your eyes. When you inhale, see if you can lift up, if you can reach with your breath your clavicles, and if you can spread your breath just below your clavicles. And when you exhale, you push your calves more towards your heels so that you project more weight onto your shoulders. Long, smooth inhalations, long, smooth exhalations. Now hold on to the sides of your mat and then walk your legs towards the left as much as you can. Walk them towards the left, but then you have to go and adjust your grip so that the grip is always in the direction of your sacrum. And then you stay there. Close your eyes. Press your feet down, big toes down, heels down. Feel that you're extending the right side of your navel, where we have the ascending column. Extend well up. So first we walk to the left. And then now, if you can, slide your right heel along the floor and only extend your right leg. The balance is there, the left thigh is pushing the right thigh towards each other. So you're not going out of alignment, but see, can you extend the heel? And breathe into the right side of your up. Then bend the leg again. Walk your legs to the center and adjust your grip. Adjust your grip. Wait there. Stand your arms well towards your feet. It helps me when I hold to the sides of the mat that I can extend my arms and my shoulders more down. And then walk towards your right. Keep your feet parallel. And then lift your hips, adjust the grip. And then stay there first with your legs bent. And then extend the left heel, if you can. If this is already your maximum, you stay there. Otherwise, you can extend the left here. And then bend the leg again. Walk to the center. Now you can remove the grip. Lift your hips, remove the grip, keep the belt there, release your trunk down and take your arms over your head. And just close your eyes for a moment. Allow the sacrum to become neutral, to spread there into the floor. Then open your eyes, take your arms back, bend your legs towards you, move your belt onto your feet, and then just extend your legs up and hold the belt. See if you can hold, if your belt is long enough that you can take your arms over your head. Just then your legs have to be straight for a moment. Push the thighs back. Have your abdomen long, and then feel the front ribs again. They're dropping down, and the back ribs are lifting up away from the spine, up towards your head. Then maybe some of you can hold higher onto the belt, and then pull the legs more towards you. And extend the arms over your head so you can feel the lower spine extend. And then take your legs back, bend your legs, and prepare for Shavasana. Whatever you need. Sure it's not cold over there. So very warm over here. Lie down. And then once you're down, feel all the points of your back body touching the floor. Exhale, allow the bones to become heavier and to drop towards the floor. Exhale through the bones, through your muscles, through the skin of your body. And all these earth elements, let them fall and relax heavily to the floor. Let your eyeballs drop down towards the back of your head and then towards the floor. With your eyes closed, look towards your sternum, towards your heart center. and mentally follow the flow of your breath. The normal inhalations, the normal exhalations. And when you inhale, feel the abdomen rising. And when you exhale, it's falling back. Completely let go. The floor is there to hold you up. Let go of any holding, any gripping, any tension completely. Then allow the skin of your forehead, allow it to drop out towards the sides. Remember, your tongue has to drop back, so you have this big space in your throat.